Hi guys, good morning. It's Miss Rodriguez and I want to talk to you about this week's warm-up activity. So every day you're going to have a daily warm-up and it'll consist of between 3 and 5 questions. If we start the week off on Monday with 3 questions, you'll have 3 questions for the whole week. If we start off with 4, we'll have 4 for the whole week, okay? And the questions are never going to change. The wording's not going to change. Maybe a name might change or something, but really what's changing is the numbers. Every day it's just going to be the same word problem. You're going to be practicing solving that word problem with different numbers, okay? And so essentially what's going to happen is you are going to try it on Monday. I'm going to show you how to do it on Tuesday, and then you're going to try again. And then Wednesday you'll try again, and Thursday you'll try again. And on Friday, the daily warm-up will be counted as a quiz. And that's because you will have had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now it's Friday, we need to quiz. Okay, so you should know those problems pretty well by Friday. All right. But for today, I'm going to go over yesterday's word problems. And we will work them out real quick together. Okay, so the first problem we have is a supermarket has 55 large boxes of cereal. Each large box holds 6 small bags of cereal. How many small bags of cereal are there in the supermarket? Okay, so what you need to do is you need to look at your important numbers and underline them. Sorry, I'm trying to use pen so that you will see it better, but you guys should be using pencil at home. And you should definitely be working these out on paper. So we've got 55 large boxes and we've got 6 small boxes or bags, sorry. And then it says how many small bags are there in the supermarket? And we know that each large box has 6. So that's telling us to multiply, okay? So we are going to multiply by doing 55 times 6. Remember to try and line your numbers up as neatly as possible. And 6 times 5 is 30. I'm going to carry my 3. And 6 times 5 is 30. Again, I'm adding my 3 back in, so that's 33. Now, in the quiz for yesterday's warm-up, it just wanted a number. But if you were doing this on paper and you were submitting it to me, you would write 330 small bags, right? Because it is a word problem and word problems deserve word answers, okay? All right, so the number 2 question. A sports store has 504 golf balls. They will be put into boxes that hold 5 balls each. What is the minimum number of boxes needed for all of the golf balls? Okay, so I've got 504 golf balls. Each box holds 5 balls each. And we're putting them into the boxes. So that means I'm going to put the 5 into the 504. Okay. Now, I do want to talk to you about something really quickly. Up until now, when you did division, you used remainders. Once you hit 6th grade, we stopped using remainders. There's no such thing as putting an R at the end of the number and then adding what's left. Okay, so we use decimals from 6th grade on. Okay, and if you're not familiar with decimals, that's okay. And we're going to actually get into decimals a lot more later on in our lessons. But we're going to start practicing with decimals a little bit this week with our warm-up question. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do this, and you're going to have to duplicate this process every day this week, okay? So, if I divide 5 into 5, I get 1. I subtract 5, and I get 0. Now I bring down the 0. And after I brought down the 0, I realized, well, I still can't divide 5 into 0. So now I'm going to put a 0 up here because I can't do any work. So I did 0 work for that number. Okay? All right, now I'm going to go over to the 4, and I'm going to bring the 4 down. Okay, but if I try to divide 5 into 4, that doesn't work either, does it? Because 4 is smaller than 5, right? And we're not talking about fractions here right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide the 5 into the 4. No, 0. Okay. But I'm not done. I don't stop. Okay? Now, in the past, you might have gone up there and you might have put in your answer as 100 remainder 4. Okay? So we don't do that anymore. Okay? What we do is now we add a decimal. Okay? So I'm going to add a decimal right here. When I add that decimal, it allows me to bring us 0 right here. Okay? And I put my decimal right there too. Okay? So I'm going to bring my 0 down now that I added a 0. And now I've got a new situation, don't I? I can divide 5 into 40. 5 into 40 gives me, hopefully at home you're saying 8. And 8 times 5 equals 40 exactly. And that's going to leave me with 0. Now I have a true end to my problem. The reason why I know I have a true end is because I have no more numbers up here and I have just a 0 down here. So if there's 0 here and 0 numbers here, I'm done. Okay? So my new 6th grade answer is 100.8. So it would be 100.8 boxes. Wait a second. Can we have a part of a box? No. Not if we wanted to hold the golf balls, right? So we have to remember that we can't have a part of something for this type of question. It's asking how many boxes would I need to fit all of the golf balls in it. So that those extra golf balls that are accounted for with a 0.8, those have to go in a box too. So I need to add a box. So my answer should be 101 boxes. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. The more and more we do it, hopefully it'll make more and more sense, okay? All right, final problem. A farmer is packing grapefruit into boxes. We're doing a lot of packing into boxes today. He packs the same number of grapefruit into each box. He has packed a total of 280 grapefruit into 28 boxes. He still has 170 grapefruit that must be packed. How many more boxes must the farmer pack? Okay, so this is a multi-step problem. So there's 2 steps that we're going to do for this multi-step problem, okay? And for this one, we're first going to look at this first line. And it says he has packed a total of 280 grapefruits into 28 boxes. So that means 28 boxes divided into 280. And I know that I can't divide it 28 into 2, so I go to the 28. That's going to give me 1. And that leaves me with 0, and all I have left is a 0, so I just throw it up there. Okay, so my answer is 10. So there are 10 grapefruit per box. Okay, 10 grapefruit per box. Okay, that was the first step. Now I got to look at the second step. Second step is he still has 170 grapefruit. What must be packed? That must be packed. How many more boxes must the farmer pack? Well, we have to figure out if he's packing 10 per box and he has 170, how many boxes are we going to have? So once again, we're going to divide again. And this time we're dividing by 10. And 10 goes into 17 one time. Subtract the 10. Leaves me with 70. And then 10 goes into 70 7 times. And that gives me 70 and leaves me with 0. So that means this right here is going to be my answer. So 17 boxes. Okay, so hopefully me working through these problems helped clarify them for you if you were struggling with them. Try going back and rewinding and rewatching the different problems if you're having a hard time. And tomorrow, while you're doing the warm-up, if you are struggling with one of the problems, come back to here and substitute in tomorrow's numbers, and then you will be able to solve the problem. Okay? All right, well, see you soon.